Well, hey there, welcome to my channel. It is the final night before it is time to process my chickens, and I'm just gonna wrap up for you guys and kind of go through the process of preparing to get ready to do this in case A, you're curious, or B, you just want to do it yourself and have an idea of what you're in for. My name is Sarah and welcome to my channel. Now, these guys are, in 3 days, they will be 8 weeks old, so they're just over 7.5 weeks old, and tomorrow is processing day. It is time to pull the feed from them, which I feel bad. I've been gone most of the evening and I didn't check to make sure they even had feed in the evening, so they probably have empty bellies already, but it is what it is. So I wanted to kind of address a couple things, the nuts and bolts, but then also the emotional part of having meat birds. I mean, I have had these guys for 8 weeks almost, and I've kept them alive, and it's been my job to take care of them and keep them alive. And I lost one as a baby, and we had to process one last week, and even a week ago I was emotionally processing through the whole I'm gonna kill these things that I've been keeping alive, and it is a little emotional, but I need to get it out today. Tonight, it's Friday night, so that Saturday when it's time, we can do it. And I did fine when we processed the other one. I did just get back from a movie that was super emotional, so I think it has my feelings a little more heightened. I went and saw, it doesn't matter what I saw, but it was a little intense. So anyway, I think that while I've tried to not be attached to these little guys, I'm still taking care of them. They don't run for me too much. They let me pet them. It's been fun to watch them grow and enjoy berries and, I don't know, just their weird quirkiness. Some of them, or maybe it's just one of them, is so fat that it would fall over on its head, like head first fall over and get stuck on its back, and just legs in the air flailing and not be able to get back up. But anyway, technically these guys are bred to grow fast. I cannot let them keep living because they will not have a good quality of life. I have given them the best life I know how, and I'm gonna be thankful that I have food on the table this summer. Anyway, if anyone's watching this and think that's silly, I'm putting this out there because I think it is of value to appreciate where your food comes from. Not in a weird way, but in a, this is a life, and we have to take their life in order to eat at least meat. Obviously I could go vegetarian, but I really like chicken, and so just to be thankful for little animals that maybe have no moral value in this world, but you know, they're soft little fluffy guys. And this is my cat here. He's likes to be petted. Anyway, just processing out loud. I think it is important to have feelings, to recognize them and process through them, to acknowledge it has been my job to keep you alive, and now I have to take your life, and that seems cruel, but if I don't take their lives, they're going to have a very miserable life because they're so large. They walk so awkwardly. They don't have a good quality of life right now as it is, in the sense of they can't run, they can't fly very much. They try and they just because they're so large. So they have lived their full life, and now it is time to grace our dinner table. And I'm thankful for the experience, for the time, for these little fluffy guys. Yeah. So we'll see if we ever do this again, or if this is a one-time thing. There's a reason tomorrow when we process, I am not going to be the ones taking the life. I will deal with them after they have been dispatched, and I will do the processing. But they have no idea what's coming. But let's talk a little bit about the nuts and bolts now that we've been all weepy and said our goodbyes. Guys, it's been a pleasure taking care of you. My body is tired of moving this stinking cage every day. I need to put some wheels on it. My back is aching. I'm gonna be glad for the break of taking care of them. But I'll miss your little peeps. And your quirky fat clunkiness. So, anyway, I'll probably be processing a little more later, but try to get it out now before butcher day. I did want to show you. I told you I'd keep you up to date. I had bought normal hens laying hen chicks at the same time as these guys so that we could see the difference in growth. However, an accident happened and our shed door got left open, and at 3 weeks I lost those babies to some predator and I had to start over. So these guys are not the same age as the meat birds. They are 3 or 4 weeks younger, so they're half the age. Let me see if I can catch the video, but just so you can see how they're doing. So these guys are 4 weeks old. They're half the age of the meat birds outside. I know it's kind of hard to see. It's pretty dark. The sun is leaving us quickly, but these guys are half the age. And this is what a normal growth rate of a chicken is. Those meat birds out there should be maybe double the size of these guys, but probably not even that big. This is the normal healthy. See, they can run, they're active, it's easy for them to move. Those meat birds out there, they can't run and play. So their meat birds' life is done, and these guys' life is only just beginning. You say hi to the camera? Yeah. Okay, so just a couple things to show you that we've been doing to get ready, and then we gotta get finished packing up. Gotta make sure you lock the door, otherwise you lose your birds. So to transport our meat birds, we have a truck, and I needed to figure out a way to transport 23 birds without buying lots of cages or crates or something. So with the scrap wood and fencing that we had, I came up with this idea, and I measured out the size of the truck bed and created a frame with 4 posts, and then was going to put wire over the top and then let the tailgate be the door to close them in. However, I learned that this is too much space for a full truck bed, is too much space for 23 birds, and they could get jostled and break bones and legs and stuff. So I shortened it. Let's see if we can come in over here. By putting a center brace in and putting some hardware cloth on the back to create a center wall. And so this way we also have room for our coolers that we're gonna need to fill with ice for bringing the birds home in. So this is perfect. We've got room for both now instead of the whole truck bed being filled with meat birds alive. So hopefully this will work. Leave a comment in the comment section if you think that we're gonna make it to butcher day with no problems, no damaged birds with this setup. If you think it's gonna work, or if you don't think it's gonna work. But I'm hoping that that's just enough space for our meat birds to pack in side by side and not have too much room to wiggle. And because they are large and not very mobile, I'm hoping that they will sit and be docile, and when it's time to pull birds out, because we'll be processing I think 4 or 5 at a time, maybe 6 at a time. I don't think they're going to try to jump out because they don't move much. So we'll just use the tailgate as the gate to keep them in. And I have a little tie strap there just to make sure it doesn't fly out. You know, extra safety. But the coolers, they don't need strapped in. All right, so that is my idea of a mobile chicken coop here on the road. That is all that's going on for getting ready to process chickens. And I will be filming parts of it and hopefully get a video together a week later after it's all said and done to show you highlights of the whole processing process. And yeah, so there's a little taste of what it is to raise meat birds and prepare for processing day. And if you have questions, feel free to comment and I can connect you with other resources, as obviously this is not a how-to, but just kind of a what's up. So thank you for watching this far, and I will see you in the next video.